Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope something is said in the next few moments that will improve it. Post your prayer requests in the comments section, please, and we will be praying for you. Today's our last episode of a short series based on the book of Esther. According to a book I wrote, you were made for this moment. I hope Esther's story has been an encouragement to you. You know, the anthem of Esther's story is that God is the God of great turnarounds. He's ever the God of the plot twists, and He can use your challenge for a redemptive purpose. Think about it. No struggle means no strength. No mountain means no mountain peak. No setback means no comeback. And I got to tell you, my friend, a comeback is yours for the taking. The Jewish people in the book of Esther certainly learned firsthand the power of God's ability to turn the story around. When the story begins, the Jewish people, once joyful inhabitants of Israel, were scattered like dry leaves in a winter wind. And at this point in their history, they had no temple, no homeland, no leader. Where is the Joshua of the day? Where is the David? Where is the Elijah? Nowhere to be found. The Jews were leaderless minnows in the ocean that was Persia. And to make matters worse, the Jews faced a royal decree that threatened to annihilate them. It wasn't the best of times for God's covenant people. But then two unassuming heroes took a stand, Mordecai and Esther. They reclaimed their Jewish identities, and with God's help, they changed the course of history. Now, they took a risk, and because they did, the Jews took up arms and defeated the Persians who were going to destroy them. And the day of the Jews' scheduled defeat became the day of certain deliverance. V-Day celebrations erupted in all corners of the Persian Empire. A new chapter was written, a new chapter in the history of the Jewish people. They realized they could embrace their identity. Even in exile, they realized that they could trust the hidden hand of God. There was no need to hide their nationality. A person of faith could be a person of influence. Mordecai, the man at the gate, became Mordecai, the Jew in the court. And Esther, early in the book, the quiet queen, became Esther. Later in the book, the Jewish heroine. The entire nation experienced a refounding of the Jewish people on an entirely different basis. It was a revival of sorts, a renewal. Now, to ensure that the Jews would remember this moment, Mordecai and Esther commissioned an annual celebration, a commemoration. Mordecai recorded these events, and he sent letters to all the Jews throughout the vast Persian Empire, to all the provinces of King Xerxes, near and far, and told them to celebrate annually the 14th and 15th days of the month of Adar as the time when the Jews got relief from their enemies, and as the month when their sorrow was turned into joy and their mourning into a day of celebration. He wrote them to observe the days as days of feasting, as days of joy, as days of giving presents and food to one another, even gifts to the poor. That's all recorded in chapter 9. See, the book of Esther does not end with victory in battle. It ends with a call to remember. Just as Christians read the story of the birth of Christ at Christmas, the Jews read the story of Esther during the feast of Purim. The holiday is to be commemorated after the scheduled day of execution. A reminder that the day has come and gone and the Jews are still standing. Now, I appreciate this celebration in which people of faith revisit the day, in which they revisit the way in which God prevailed. We tend to forget that God is for us, not against us, that God is near us, not away from us, that God is busy, not sleepy. Do we not tend to forget that God can make beauty out of ashes? That He can make joy out of mourning, an army out of the valley of dry bones, and rejoicing out of sorrow? We tend to forget. Consequently, we need memorials that jog our memory. Folks, don't be done in by the bad news. Don't fall victim to the voices of panic and chaos. Don't drink the Kool-Aid of our day. You have a good God. You have a good God who has a good plan, and that plan is revealed in His good book through His great Son, Jesus Christ. Today's confusion, today's crisis will be tomorrow's conquest. Take God at His word. I dare you to do so. I double dog dare you to do so. Reframe the way you see this season of winter. Recast the struggle for what it is, an opportunity for God to do again what He does the best, to flip a story on its head and resurrect life out of death. He'll do that for you. He did it then. He does it still. My friend, you were made for this moment. Hey, have a great day. And don't forget who's in charge of it.